Okay, hello guys. Okay, hello guys. Nasikika? Kuna unaniuliza bado hujapata free website ya backtest. Na hiyo tunanili trading view, you can use that. I know this is a blind. Okay, leo kama nilivyokuwa nimemention kwenye page yangu Instagram kule kwamba leo nitafanya breakdown analysis ya kukuonesha ni jinsi gani ambao nimeweza kupata pips 2000 na uchafu kwenye pair tatu tofauti, which is the first one is gold, lakini kuna GBP NZD, lakini pia kuna pair ya USD JPY. So USD JPY right now tuko kwenye pips 600 na uchafu. GNZ as you can see here ni entry ambayo tulichukua upande wa huku chini, ni entry ambayo imemove around pia pips 600, but also gold ni pia ambayo imemove pips 1100. Kwa hiyo hizi zote tutaziongelea ni jinsi gani ambavyo au ni vigezo gani ambavyo nilivizingatia mimi mpaka kuja kupata hizi entries. Okay, kuna some of my followers, some of my subscribers asked me to speak English, so I'll try to speak English in order for everyone to understand. Okay, as I mentioned before on my Instagram account, I said that today I will be showing you how I managed to trade GBP USD, I mean GBP NZD, SAR USD, and USD JPY. So this video is all about breakdown analysis, and you understand. But also I will allow you guys to ask me questions about this entry type 2, because I'll be I've been sharing my videos about the entries type 2. I know some of you have many questions, so today I'm here to answering your questions. So before wasting any time, let's jump in the video. So let's start with this USD JPY pair, which is this is the entry. As we can see here, we are landing on the C673 pips, as you can see. So this was the entry type 2. This was the entry type 2, and it was from this area here. This area here. As we can see here, we were having this transition down here, but also we were having this break of market structure here. Also we were having this break of market structure here, and whereby the next candle, this bullish candle, is the one that breaks this level here. So after this break, we were having this break of market structure, which is this all of this is our area of liquidity. So I marked this level as my area of liquidity, and I waited for the market to come and reacted to that level, which is the market just came in this level and reacted to that point, tried to break this low but didn't break by the body. So it means this area still is varied and respected. So after knowing that this area is still respected, after this reaction, I went back to the lowest time frame, which is the 1 hour from the daily time frame. And I think everyone knows about the entry type 2, but if there are some people maybe don't know about the entry type 2, I will explain a little bit about it. The entry type 2 is the best entry for me to take the intraday trades, and I considering it by, first of all, we have to have the time frame coordination that is suitable for us to use. For me, I will use daily as my constant, 1 hour as my situation 1, and then 15 minutes as my situation 2, and then lastly I will add 5 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever, 1 minute or 30 seconds, whatever. But in the daily time frame, which is my constant time frame, what I have to see here is just the break of market structure, as I mentioned on this previous example. And after seeing that break of market structure, the next thing that I have to see, or I want to see, is that in the 1 hour after the break of market structure, if the break of market structure don't have the inside formation, I will go back to the lowest time frame, which is the 1 hour, and in the 1 hour I'll mark any formation that I found inside that time frame. For instance, maybe we have multiple selection like this, so we will mark this one, we will mark this one, and then we will wait for the market to come to react to that levels. So if the market came and then react to this level and give us the transition with the inside formation in the 1 hour, in short, in the 1 hour we have to see the transition with the inside formation. So if the market just came and give us the transition with the inside formation on these levels, it means this structure already confirmed our entry type 2 scenario. But if the market failed to react on this level, first level, maybe failed to give us the transition with the inside formation that first level, we will have to wait for the market to come again to the lowest level so that we can see if it will give us the transition with the inside formation. So if the market give us that, it means our entry T2 will be clearly confirmed. So that is how we trade the entry type 2. So back to this example, as you can see, we were having this inside formation which the market didn't respect it, and then the market came down, tried to break this low but didn't break because we don't see the body close below here. So after knowing that this area is still respected, and now I went back to the 1 hour time frame, and in the 1 hour time frame, what I wanted to see is the transition plus the inside formation, whereby the market gives me the transition at this level. As you can see, after that transition, this was the transition because the last break of market structure was this level, at this level here. So after that transition, I had this inside formation but also this one. So this was the lowest liquidity, so I have to mark these according to my type 2 scenario. So after marking that, I have to go back down to the lowest time frame to refine it in order for me to get the perfect entry with the clear stop loss. So as we go back down here, we can see we were having this inside formation which was already consumed, and because still we are going down, we can just mark it, and then we go back again down to the lowest time frame, which was the 3 minutes time frame. And in the 3 minutes time frame, what I found is that I had this inside formation down here which was not yet taken. So you can use that as your entry if the stop loss is on your way, but if the stop loss is very, very high, you don't have to use that. As you can see right here, we were having 23 pips as our maximum stop loss. So what I did is just to go back again to the lowest time frame, which was the 1 minute, to see if I can find any liquidity down there. And what we can see here is that we were having this inside formation here which was not yet taken, and this was the if. The price didn't take it, so we can use that as our main entry. But first we have to see our stop loss. Our stop loss to this point was 15 pips, so it was good for you to take it because the stop loss was very, very in our way. But what I did, I went back to the lowest time frame again, which was the 30 sec, and in the 30 sec I found that I have this inside formation which is very, very clean with a very, very gap, as you can see. So the market has to come to respect this level to take these liquidities down here. So after knowing that, I put my entry at this level, and as usual, because we are in the this USD JPY, we use 20 pips as our maximum stop loss. So if we put our maximum stop loss from this point to this point here, now maximum stop loss, maybe let's put maximum stop loss was around this level here. If we put that and wait for the market to come, as you can see, the price just came, activate that order, and then moves about, let's see, move about to 673 pips. So that was the first entry, and that was from this USD JPY pair. So that is how USD JPY was traded, and all of these trades I posted them on my IG. So that was the first one, but the second one was the SAUSD, the entry that I took on SAUSD. This was the entry type 2 scenario also, but it was from my special case entry, and as we can see here, we were having this week overlap here. So this week overlap, after the market came back to react to that week overlap, if we go back to the lowest time frame, also this was the type 2 but from the special case entry, and in the 1 hour time frame we were having this transition here, but also we are having these inside formations there. So I tried to mark one of them, which was this one, and after marking that, what I did is to go back to the 15 minutes to refine it in order for me to get a good entry. So as you can see, we were having this liquidity engineering. You can take it as your entry, but after knowing that this is just the 15 minutes time frame, so I had to go back maybe to the lowest time frame to see if I can find maybe a good entry with a good stop loss. So I found that I have this inside formation now here, which was very clear, but after going back again to the lowest time frame, which was this 1 minute, what you can see here is that the price just was already gave us that structure there. But if you come to this 30 second, you can see that apart from this inside formation here, we were having this inside formation down here. So I chose to deal with this one, because this was the lowest liquidity, but also it has a very, very clean gap here, so the market has to come to fill these liquidities. So I bought my entry at that level and waited for the market to come to react at that entry, and that is how SAO USD was trading and went about 1,000 pips, so like that. So that was the SAO USD. But also another pair was the GBP NZD. On the GBP NZD is here, we traded again another entry by using our special case entry scenario, as you can see here. And not every week overlap will work as I explain here. So you have to know these week overlap, which how may I consider it, which one is the right for us to consider. So not every week overlap, as you can see here. This was the week overlap, but the market just break it. This was the week overlap, but the market just break it. This was the week overlap. This was the week overlap. You see, so you have to know which one is the light week overlap for you to trade. So as we can see here, the market just came and reacted to this our special case entry, and after the reaction we go back to the 1 hour time frame, and in the 1 hour time frame what we have to see is just the transition with the inside formation. So what we can see here is that the market just gave us this transition at this level here, but also gave us this inside formation now here. So I just marked that level and then went back to the 15 minutes time frame to see if I can find any liquidity above from the one I marked on the 1 hour. So I found that I have this inside formation down here, so I can consider it. But I tried to go back again to see maybe I can have another liquidity engineering down, but what I can see, I don't have any liquidity here apart from this FIF here. So I decided to mark my entry at that level, and then if we measure the stop loss from this point to this point was 20 something pips, so which was very, very high to us. So I tried maybe to go back again to the lowest time frame. In the lowest time frame, what the price did is that they said that this is just the only area that I have to consider, because we don't have any remaining liquidity down here. So what I did is just to mark that level and wait for the market to come to react. So after that, let's go back to the daily time frame and see how the market reacted. That is how entry type 2 from the special case entry was traded. As you can see, the market just went up and then like that. So it went about, let's measure the stop, the pips here. Both of these entries were very, very clean and sniper entries. As you can see, 595 pips was very, very clean. So that is how GBP NZD was traded. But I missed the one entry on the the last week, and it was from this level here. As we can see here, as we can see here, we were having this break of market structure at this level here, and after having this break of market structure, we were waiting for the market to come and to react in those levels. So as you can see here, the market for the first time just came and reacted to that level, and after the reaction we have to go back to the lowest time frame, which is 1 hour, to see if we have the transition with the inside formation. And if you see clearly, we were having this transition here, and after that transition we were having multiple selections, like we were having this inside formation down up here, which was not yet taken, what was already consumed but not 15%. As we can see, if we measure the stop, if we measure, you can see it was not consumed the 50%. Let me set this. It was not consumed the 50%. exactly as you can see, the price didn't tap this level here. This is our 50%. So after knowing that, I decided to go back to the lowest time frame to see if I can find any liquidity here. So I went back to the 1 minute dialect to this level here, which is, this was the inside formation. Let me go back to the 1 hour. So, and let's go back slowly. This was the inside formation that we marked in the 1 hour time frame, and we go back to the 15 minutes time frame to see if we can find any other liquidity which is not yet taken. And as we can see, still we have the same structure, and the market has already consumed it, as we can see. And then if we go back again to the lowest time frame, which is 3 minutes, to see if we can find any liquidity up there, we can see that we were having this inside formation up here, which is already consumed again, because if we mark this low here, as you can see, this red candle is the one that breaks this validation, and this week came again to consume those liquidity. So in this level, the only liquidity that was fresh was this one, I think. Yes, this was the only liquidity that was fresh. So you can use that, you can consider that as the main area for you to take the entry. But if you go back further, which is the 1 minute time frame, the lowest time frame, you could see that in this highest point here, we were having that inside formation there, here, which was not yet taken. Here, as you can see, this was not yet taken. You see, we make it clearly. You can see, was not yet taken. You see, the price didn't tap it. So after knowing that is the area that I had to come and consider it as my entry, so that is the entity 2. So we wait for the market to come at that level to take those liquidities. The price just came. Let's go back to the daily time frame. As you can see, the price just came, here, as the price just came to this level, as you can see here, this level here, the price just came, activate that entry, and the stop loss, if you put your maximum, which is the 15 pips, I think you'll be in, or if you put your maximum, because this is the GNZ, your maximum is the 20 pips, you'll be in. The market went about 335 pips, you see. So that was the first T2 entry after the reaction. But the second T2 entry that I missed is this one. I missed this one, the current one, the one that is running right now. I missed it, and it was very, very clean. As you can see here, the market just came again this week and reacted at the same level. And after the reaction, what we have to see is just the transition with the inside formation, as we know. So let's go back to the this low here. As you can see, after the reaction, we had this transition here, and this was the inside formation. So if we cut the chart at this level here, and let's go back to the lowest time frame to define this inside formation, because we have this inside formation in our 1 hour time frame. So we mark that, and then we go back lower to the lowest time frame, So if we go back to the lowest time frame, okay, after marking that, we have to go back to the lowest time frame, which is the 15 minutes time frame. In the 15 minutes time frame, what we can see here is that we were having this inside formation down here, which was very, very clean and was not yet taken, but the stop loss was very, very high, 41 pips. So we can risk that amount. So let's go back to the lowest time frame, which was this 3 minutes time frame. In the 3 minutes time frame, what we can see here is that we were having this formation which was already confirmed. And let's go back to the lowest time frame again, which is the 1 minute. And in the 1 minute time frame, we were having this is our liquidity engineering, this is as our inside formation ready taken. Let me try to go back to 30 seconds. In the 30 seconds, as we can see here, this was already consumed, but as we can see here, we were having this inside formation here which was already not yet consumed. So accordingly to our scenarios about the entry type 2, we have to consider that as our entry. So you just mark and put the stop loss at this level here. Think here, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's that level. You put your entry at that level and waited for the market to come and react to that area. You see. So if we go back to the daily time frame, we were waiting for the market to come at that level. I think market price just came and activate our entry. As you can see, the price just tapped our entry. You see, the price just came, tap our entry type 2, and that is how we manage to you would manage to take this 300 pips. But I missed this entry, but that was very, very clean. So that is how I managed to take some of the entries, GBP NZD, USD JPY, by using only the entry type 2 scenarios. So I hope you learned something new. But after finishing this, I would like to have some question for those who didn't understand. You can just ask me any question. Okay, I have one question here. Mindset Mastery say that, sir, can you please indicate the TP of every entry you analyzed before? Okay, the take a profit depends. It depends, because after taking the entry, you have to see the you have to go back to the lowest time frame, which is the 1 hour situation time frame. Your situation time frame, sorry. And you have to observe these lows. If this was the entry of the selling entry, if the market, let me try to illustrate here. If the market came and take this liquidity at this level here, these lows are the one that you have to put your stop loss, you're taking profits. So after this reaction here, your first take a profit will be at this level, which in this case, this was the first take a profit, and then the second take a profit, we were expecting the market to come this area here. But why we don't have to put the entry at that level? Because in the daily time frame, what you can see here, it was already the transition. So the market maybe the market can't come to this level sometimes, because maybe after this transition in the lowest time frame, maybe you may have some liquidity that may push this price to go higher. So sometimes the price didn't come to this level here to take profits. So you have to be careful. And I think, yeah, for that scenario I can say that only. Someone asked me, do you teach this in the basic mentorships? I have 4 classes. I have a regular class, which is you will learn only 2 entries and some concept about the liquidity consumption. But I have beginner to pro level class. This regular class is just only $100. Beginner to pro is $300 for those who speak English. And then I have masterclass, which is the masterclass. You will learn all the basics, all entries model, all about the liquidity consumption. But also in this beginner to pro, you will also learn everything. But the difference is, in the beginner level, we start from the what is forex to how to analyze the market. But for those who want the masterclass, they just start about the basics, like market structures, BOSs, and stuff like that, to the liquidity consumption. So beginner level to pro is $350. See, masterclass $300, and advanced class consists buyers, entries, 7 entries, all entries plus liquidity consumption. So this is my course. In the regular course, you will learn this type 2 entry and type 1, but in the beginner to pro, you will learn every single entry. In the master class, you will learn every single entry. Advanced, you will learn buyers, entries, and liquidity consumption. But master class, from the basics about all these market structure and stuff like that. Is it possible to take an aggressive entry while considering all that entry type 2 process? Yes, it is possible. If you guess an aggressive entry before the price, let me repeat the question. Is it able to take aggressive entry while considering all that entry type 2? Yes, it is possible. You can take the aggressive entry while considering the type 2 process. Yes. How would you know if this lower time frame liquidity should be refined for entry and which is not? Because of the liquidity consumption concept. In the liquidity consumption concept, I have one concept called possible area of consideration. In this possible area of consideration, I know where to refine, where to stop, where I can trust to put my entry, where I should not trust. So I won't talk about this, but it is in the liquidity consumption. So if I'm waiting for entry 1, the 1 hour entry 1, the 1 hour should have all about the daily, about what the daily is doing. Oh, how many entry types do you use? Looks like monthly only use type 2 entry. Mostly use only type 2 entry. Oh no. Can you show us the example of us as entry? No, I can't show you, but I use a lot of entries. I have 7 entries, and all of them I used all of them. But here in YouTube I only discussed about entry type 2 because that is the, I think I saw that this is the entry that if I will share with someone will be great if we considering it in a good way. So I tried to so I decided to show you how to trade by using that only type 2, but I use every single entry. Type 2 is free, others you need to be in mentorship. Yeah. How many are they? 7 entries. When 1 hour has made a BOS, and when you confirm with 4 hours, it's okay, but when it's come to daily, it hasn't broken the structure. Where to trade? Eugene Kangata, please maybe repeat your question. Or if I understood you, is that you say that if you get the transition after the reaction on the daily time frame, this was the daily break of market structure, and then maybe you go back to the 1 hour time frame, and you see maybe the price just gives you the transition with the inside formation. If I understood is that, is it okay for us to consider to confirm it with the 4 hours? The answer is not every transition with the inside formation has to be confirmed in the 4 hours time frame. Some you have to confirm them, but some you don't have to confirm them in order for you to trade them. So you can just trade them direct without confirmation. Can you name the pair that entry type 2 works the best? SAO USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, USD CAD, GBP JPY, GBP CAD, GBP AUD, I mean. Yeah. And more. Like, you can backtest yourself, but some of the pair that works very good in the even Euro USD, there are more. Like all of them, but these are some of the pair that I use mostly type 2 entries to trade them, so you can try them. How much is the advanced class, and do you teach everything at that class, or there are other concepts that one has to pay more after the advanced master class? Okay, the advanced master class, for those who speak English is $200. For those who speak Swahili is $150. And in the difference between master class and advanced class is that in the master class we have 3 phases. Phase 1 is all about market structure and all the basics about forex. Phase 2 is about buyers and 7 entry models. And then phase 3, it's all about liquidity consumption. But in advanced class, you only start from phase 2 from the master class. I mean, you will start only buyers and entries and liquidity consumption. No basics about forex, market structure and stuff like that. No. So in the master class we have 3 phases. In advanced class we have only 2 phases, which is the phase 2 from the master class, which is the entries and buyers, but also liquidity consumption only. So if you want the full course, you have to pay for master class. For those who are intermediate traders, I recommend for them to take the advanced class, because it's very good for them, because it has all the entries and liquidity consumption. But for those who still want to know all the basics about the forex, from the market structures to flip levels, has to take this master class. With time frame coordination should someone stick with when they're looking to scalp? Time frame coordination, if you are doing scalping, you can use depends, you can use 4 hours as your constant, you can use 30 minutes as your constant, so it depends. So for those who are doing scalpings, you can use 30 minutes as your constant, or you can use 1 hour as your constant. How many trades do you take per day, week, or depend on what market offer? Yeah, there are some weeks you don't take maybe much trades, but a day, if I'm looking for these intraday trades, in a week I can get maybe 4 trades to 5, sometimes 3. So along this range here. Okay. BOS after the transition on the 4 hours, the same BOS is valid on the daily time frame. There's no clear. So you mean you have the break of market structure from the 4 hours after the transition like this, but if you go back to the 4 hours, you don't see the clear break of market structure. It means the FTA didn't verify it. You see something like this, the daily didn't break this high here. If you see something like this area is very risky for you to consider, because the FTA didn't confirm. So the market may come and give you some push and then take you out. So you have to be careful on the case like this. But if this break of market structure on the 4 hours happens, and then you go back to the daily time frame and then happen again, this is the area that you can just came and considering as your area of liquidity to take some liquidities, take some entries. Kishani 60, thanks my brother, asante. Kuna mtu mwingine ameuliza hapa changamoto bado kwenye shift hasa za 4 hours. Kama nilivyosema, kwenye shift za 4 hours pendelea sana kuzihusisha na daily time frame, sababu 4 hours kama inaweza ikakubali break of market structure lakini daily ikagoma kufanya break, it means una high probability ya kuja kutolewa kwenye hii 4 hours structure. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu the higher time frame ambayo ni FTA, ukumbuke daily hapo unakuwa umemweka kama FTA yako amegoma kuconfirm hicho kitu. Kwa kama amegoma kuconfirm hii taarifa ambayo imetengenezwa kwenye masaa 4, ina uwezekano wa price kuja kuchukuliwa liquidities kadhaa humu, then mwisho wa siku ije kukutoa. Na utafahamu vipi kwamba hii price inaweza ikakutoa? Ni kwamba baada tu ya price kushindwa kuvunja hapa, huwa zina tabia ya kufanya transition. Sasa price zikishafanya transition mara nyingi na inside formations, huwa zina confirm kwamba liquidity, yani price inaposhindwa kuvunja hapa kwenye daily, ina confirm kwamba liquidities zilizotoka hapa mpaka hapa hazitoshi kumvunja huyu jamaa hapa. Kwa maana yake ni nini? Inahitaji liquidity nyingine tena ili ije iweze kuvunja. Sasa hizi kesi huwa sometimes zinatokea hivi kwamba price inapogoma kuvunja hapa, inavyoanza kurudi chini, ujue inaenda kutafuta liquidity za kutosha ili kupata nguvu ya kuja kuvunja kukukamilishia wewe break ya daily. Sasa sometimes hizo liquidity inaweza zikawa hazipatikani within this 4 hours time frame. Mwansoma. Kwa kama hazitopatikana kwenye 4 hours time frame, maana yake ni kwamba hii price itaenda kuhangaika kutafuta liquidity kwenye ile break of market structure ambayo ilipatikanaga kwenye 4 hours, lakini pia ili display kwenye daily, yani kwamba hata kwenye daily iliwahi kukubali. Kwa hiyo ambayo ilikubali, price ikigoma kuchukua liquidity za humu kama hazimtoshi, pia itakuja kukuchomoa ije irudi kwenye zile liquidity za huku chini, ndio ije itengeneze new high, yani maana yake ifanye break of market structure ya daily ikukonfirmie. Kwa hiyo hizo ni kesi ambazo sitoziongelea deep sana, lakini nadhani unatakiwa kuzielewa kwa namna hiyo nilivyozielezea. Kwa unavyotaka kujua varied area of liquidity ya 4 hours, make sure unakuwa unamhusisha sana na daily time frame. That's all. Unaweza kutumia entry type 2 kwenye kuscalp. Yes, una uwezo. Kikubwa tu ndio hivyo, ujue kwamba utakuwa unatumia, yani process ni zile zile lakini time frame ni tofauti. Lakini the more unarudi kwenda kufanya scalping hizi kwenye hizi lower time frame, kumbuke time frame kubwa kama imeongea picha tofauti, sometimes unaweza kuwa ni risky wewe kutrade hata kama imekuconfirmia kila kitu. Hivi unaweza tu ukawa unasubiria tu kushift inside formation looking at the area of liquidity at higher time frames? No, lazima pia unajua unavyokuwa unaangalia, labda kama nimekuelewa vizuri, unavyokuwa unaangalia hizi kwamba this is the area of liquidity ya daily, unasubiri price yako ije ifanye liquidity, fine transition with the inside formation, hii wewe unachukua intraday. Lakini tukiongelea overall trend, maana yake iko kwenye monthly wewe, au unaweza kusema kwenye weekly as your FTA kutoka kwenye daily. Kwa lazima pia wewe unajua higher time frames zinaongea tabia gani au zinaongea kitu gani, kwa sababu kama higher time frame iko kwenye bullish movement, afu labda sasa hivi price unaona ina sell hivi, iko haijagusa sehemu yoyote ina sell, wewe ukisema utake sell hapa aggressively, kwa mfano, unakuwa unaikosea, kwa sababu price imeshaingia within the area of liquidity ambayo inamsupport kubuy, na daily I mean let's say hii ni weekly offer au monthly ndio inaongea hivi, daily imekuoffer hichi structure hivi, ni sahihi kwamba unatakiwa kuja kutake trade humu ili kuendelea kutafuta zile liquidity za chini zaidi, ila unavyokuwa unazitafuta uwezo kaingia aggressively. Kwa hiyo maana yake unakuwa unajua kwamba I'm on bullish kwenye overall trend, lakini na uwezo wa kutake trade ya kusell hapa kwa confirmation, nikiamini kwamba baada ya kuichukua hiyo trade naweza nikaipush mpaka nifikie liquidity fulani ambazo naamini zitakuja kuipush market yangu kuja kumove kwenda juu. Do you trade indices? No, I don't trade indices, but this strategy works on indices. Previously I was trading them, but I decided to stick on pairs because indices somehow also need some logic or some rules to be followed, like patterns, so what I did is just to stick on pairs, but you can use this strategy on indices also. Nimeziona video zako za maximum stop loss pips 15, leo umetumia maximum stop loss pips 20. Sababu hapo ni nini, na mtu anaweza kutembea vipi kuhusu wao mabadiliko USD kwa kila pair sokoni kabla hujachukua entry yoyote? Ni hivi, sio kwamba maximum stop loss yangu ni pips 15, lakini niwaga na specify kabisa kwamba zile pair ambazo GBP GNZ, USD JPY, SAU USD, zile pair ambazo zina movement kubwa GA, huwa mara nyingi naweka pips 20 maximum, kwa sababu ni pair ambazo zina movement kidogo, alafu movement kidogo ila pips nyingi. Kwa hiyo sometimes unaweza kapeka pips 15 afika kutoa ndo ikaenda your way. So that's why kwenye pair kama hizo huwa nazitumia 20 pips. Kama umesha notice, hizi ninazotumia pips 15 mostly ni hizi GBP USD na hizi pair zingine ndogo ndogo, yule USD, sijui GBP card, hizi tunatumia hizo stop loss. Lakini mara nyingi sana tunapokuwa tunaangalia hizi pair ambazo zinakuwa ziko high volatility, huwa tunaangalia, mimi binafsi naweka stop loss yangu maximum yake ikiwa ni pips 20. Nadhani nitakuwa nimeeleweka hapo. Last question. Kuna muda AOL day inegusa ukienda wanao kuangalia shifting inside formation unakuta muda mwingine upati price inaenda. Ukikosa break off, ukikosa transition with the inside formation, price lazima ipitilize mara nyingi. And sometimes pia unaweza kukutana na hiyo case ya kwamba price inaweza kama kufa transition with the inside formation and still ikachukua ikatembea kidogo ikaja kukutoa. Sasa hii ina depend na hizi kesi za FTA. So tajaribu kutafuta muda mzuri wa kuliongelea hili swala kwenye upande wa FTA kwamba jinsi gani pia tunaweza tukaavoid kupigwa hizi type 2 ambazo tayari zimeshaonekana kwenye hizo baada ya hizo entries kwenye the next session. So for today I think tumekuwa na siku njema sana, tumekuwa na usiku mzuri. So see you in the next video guys. Wish you a good day, wish you a good night.